Heyo everybody, Andrew Whipple here, and I welcome you to Robot Entertainment's Orcs Must Die 2. Being such a big fan of the first game, the very idea of getting to slay more orcs in advanced ways brings joyous tears to my eyes. Thankfully, Orcs Must Die 2 fully delivers on that promise. The game's pretty light on story, but it's still there to create a reason why everything's happening. Its quirky, whimsical style still hasn't lost its luster, and, unlike the first game, you can choose from two playable characters, the War Mage or the Sorceress. There's a few distinct differences between the two, but other than a few unique traps, skins, and weapons, they play identically. In case you haven't played either game yet, Orcs Must Die plays a lot like a tower defense game, but you're fully in control of the character, and instead of towers, you have traps that kill your adversaries. Yeah, there's some pretty cool stuff. Take for instance these walls that spring blades out when an orc gets near, or the giant swinging mace that crushes anyone close. There's brimstone and floor scorcher traps that burn enemies to a crisp, and it only gets better when you combine these traps into deadly combinations. How about the new void wall that kills anything that gets tossed in? Combine that with the push and spring traps and... come on now! That's pretty awesome. There's also new trinkets and a plethora of weapons to choose from, if you're more up close and personal, or more maybe magically inclined. Robot added the new bone amulet that literally shoots bones of dead orcs out to kill more orcs. You can also make bone golems. Now, combine that with the vampiric gauntlets, you could have 4 or more of these puppies running around. Or you can just do this. 1, 2, 5... lost count. Regardless of your choice, there's a ton of variety packed in here, and every time you charge back into a map, you can make the experience 100% different. That's something else too. Upon completing a map in the first game and getting a perfect score, or 5 skulls, there really wasn't a reason to go back and play the levels again. That's completely changed this time around. By completing levels and replaying them, you earn skulls every time, and you'll grab even more by performing admirably and playing on higher difficulty levels. By not getting hit, you'll also get untouchable awards, which nets you skulls, or not allowing any orcs to get past you, which grants the perfect victory award. Of course, it'd help if you knew what the skulls were for, right? Well, every single weapon, trap, and trinket can be upgraded multiple times using, you guessed it, skulls. Some stuff has unique modifiers, like allowing the arrow wall to be placed on the ceiling, or the auto ballista on the wall itself. Don't worry, I know your next question, and Robot thankfully has thought ahead and given you an option to refund every single one of your skulls whenever you want. So if you thought some trap was going to help you and it turns out it just doesn't work very well on that stage, press a button and bam, you've got them all back, baby. It's nifty. Everything sound good so far? Great! Now imagine that with double the dosage. That's right, you can play with one other person, but you'll need to know them personally or ask around to find a partner, because unfortunately there's no built-in matchmaking. It's kind of a bummer, but at the same time, the game is fully able to be beaten by a single person. Utilize your traps and other combinations in smarter ways, but it's completely possible. In co-op, they're the same maps, the enemies are just harder and more frequent with another person in the game. Oh, and the new Endless mode, which is fully playable with another person, is pretty rockin' too. For a measly $15, you'll get tons of replayability out of Orcs Must Die 2, with a great co-op experience tied to it. Robot Entertainment really outdid themselves on this one, so if you like tower defense, co-op games, and you want to kill the hell out of some orcs, Orcs Must Die 2 can't steer you wrong.